So, St. Lucia, it is about 5:30 in the afternoon on Monday, the day after the grand handing over ceremony of the St. Jude's Hospital. As you all know, I am from Beaufort South. I live just about 5 minutes away from St. Jude's Hospital. And I thought it was important to show you what exactly it is that happened yesterday and what exactly is going to happen over the next couple of days. So, right here you can see this is what they call the box. The structure has been cleaned, and I can say to you that this place was overgrown with grass and garbage and storage materials. But because there was going to be a handing over ceremony, this entire facility was cleaned. And so you can see the vehicles are parked, you can see the structure. What they call the box, this is what it is. It's been left there for the last 4.5 years. And all of a sudden, it is being cleaned. You can see staff is coming out of it. So it looks like they're using for staffing purposes. And then further along, you have the second complex, which is another part of what they call the box as well. But this is the facility that has been completed. And this facility was completed since during our tenure. And this is where the dialysis unit is going to be housed. And you can see it in the background right here. And this is the rest of the complex. So you can see the rest of the St. Jude's complex of what it was the old facility. And all this is here. So I came here because I really wanted to ascertain, can somebody really access St. Jude's Hospital since it was handed over? And there's quite a few questions that I think that we as St. Lucians should be asking as well. And why is it important to ask those questions? If the St. Jude's Hospital was handed over from the contractor to the Ministry of Health, which is what is being claimed, then I want to ask the question, why am I continuing to see Renault trucks and vehicles going up and down in this facility? And we know that Renault was the contractor for St. Jude's Hospital. So if that facility has been completed, why is there still construction happening? As we speak, we've seen vehicle and truckloads of workers leaving the facility. I can say to you, some of the Indian workers that were contracted by Renault, they are still in the facility right there. You can see them right in the facility. So construction is ongoing. The workers are still on the property, yet still we are being told that the facility is completed and it's being handed over. Handed over to whom? And handed over for what purposes? The second question that we need to ask is, there was a grand celebration. You saw them yesterday all in their red and in their stars, and everybody jumping and clapping and say, finally St. Jude's, finally St. Jude's. But I want to say to you, St. Lucia, finally St. Jude's what? As we speak, if I go up to the security gate, I am not able to access the facility. So I want to show you. You can see the security is right there. This is the gate right there. It is locked and I am not able to enter. Nobody from Grace is able to come in there. Nobody from Beaufort, nobody from Auger, right here, is able to come to this facility and access any medical service at this facility. If I bust my toe right now, I cannot go in there and get a plaster to put on it. I cannot get a nurse, I cannot get a doctor or anybody in this facility to administer any type of medical advice to me right now. Yet still you have Beaufortians and people saying they are celebrating and St. Jude's. People of St. Lucia, I want you to understand that what the Labour Party is trying to do, they believe that if they say they open St. Jude, if they say St. Jude is ready, that the people of St. Lucia will forgive them for the lies, for the misrepresentation, and for the millions, the hundreds of millions of dollars that they have spent on this facility. And so they have done this grand handing over ceremony, not explaining to the people of St. Lucia that this is really a farce. The facility is not completed, elections is upon us, and so they need to say something about St. Jude's. But I know you are smarter than that. I know all of St. Lucians are smarter than that. And as I go around Beaufort, everybody in Beaufort is incensed by what has transpired here yesterday. People are now beginning to wake up to the reality that the government lied, that the Prime Minister was trying to pull the wool over their eye, and St. Jude's, as we speak, is not ready, it's not completed. And we don't know when it's going to be ready, nor when it's going to be completed. But one thing I can guarantee you, on December 1st, the United Workers' Party is going to win this election. And on the morning of December 2nd, we will come to this facility and we will make an assessment to let you know where this facility stands and what exactly transpired behind those walls and gates and fences. And then, St. Lucia, you'll get a truer and a better picture of what exactly is going on at St. Jude's. I thank you.